Hello everyone, Brad Johnson here, and I'm happy to introduce the newest product from Etherics, which is the Etherics Attunement Ankh. So this is devised from some of the ancient hieroglyphs, the ancient images that have come out of Egypt, and I wanted to kind of create like a hybrid-based Ankh, like what you see here. And this is more than just a simple Ankh. This is not just a decoration. This is, in actuality, a very powerful healing tool. Just as I've previously introduced the manifestation wheel, which does so much work for yourself and for your environment, the Attunement Ankh is a very powerful personal healing tool. So what you'll find on the Attunement Ankh is you're going to find some symbols here, and these are all imbued with source frequencies. There's also some symbols up here as well too, around the Anhk circular ring, which also contains vibrational frequencies. The Anhk itself, basically we have the 16 disc here. This was actually inspired by biogeometry. So that is actually generating the source center vibration, which is moving through the Anhk and again creating this powerful source center vibrational field. But again, there's a lot of other great qualities pertaining to the Anhk as well. So when you're working with the Anhk, one of the things I suggest first and foremost is when you get it, is just taking your left hand and then just placing your middle and ring fingers, just clutching the top of the Anhk circular ring. And just hold it like this. You'll find that in certain Egyptian hieroglyphs, that you'll see Egyptians actually holding the Anhk like this. And this is a hemispheric balancer, okay? So you're actually balancing part of the hemispheres of your brain just by holding your Anhk like this. So we're using it like this. And we can also do the same thing with the right hand, just taking the middle and ring finger, and then just holding it like this, okay? This is perfect if you're just going around the house and maybe you're okay in using one free hand, and you can place two fingers in the Anhk like that, and that is rebalancing your entire hemispheres of your brain. I was doing this last night, even when I was just about to go to bed, doing it for about a half hour, and every area of my brain was just tingling. It was a wonderful sensation. And with this, you can also utilize the Anhk for personal healing. Of course, I've had some scratches on my hand. I have a cat, of course. So, so what I usually do is I'll just put my Anhk right here and just rest it there. Okay, so if there's an injury, you're just putting the Anhk, the circular ring, just against the affected area and leaving it there just for a few minutes. What you can also start to do is you can also kind of orbit the Anhk around that area as well. Another suggestion I would make is that you're learning how to use the Anhk to comb your energy field, okay? So if I am looking to, I don't think my arm's going to stretch this far, but if I'm looking to release toxic energy, stagnant energy from my arm, I'm just combing it out with the Anhk. I'm combing it out. I'm banging the camera, but you have to excuse me. But I'm basically combing that energy out. So I would really start from up to the shoulder, and I would just slowly start to brush that energy out. Brush that energy out. So I'm moving it towards the fingers. After I've done that quite thoroughly, then I'll take the Anhk and I'll start moving energy in, and I'll just go in the opposite direction. Start moving energy in, start moving energy in, right up to the top of the shoulder. And then, of course, doing it for the other arm. Now, I can also do this for the chest. I'm not going to be able to put my chest into the video, okay? But all you're doing is you're just starting up from the area of the throat, and then you're just brushing down. Just brushing down all the way down to the bottom of the feet. Brushing down all the way to the bottom of the feet. And that, again, is evacuating stagnant energy out of the body. And then we just switch directions. We're moving that energy up from the feet all the way up to the top of the neck. Moving that energy all the way up to the top of the neck. Okay? So that is what we would call Anhk combing. So you want to comb your own energy field utilizing the power of the Anhk, okay? Now again, this is not like your common Anhk that you would find online. There's even healing Ankhs as well too. There's people that basically claim there's Ankhs from Atlantis that are of a very different design and shape, and that's all fine. But there's something very unique about this Anhk, and it has to do with an amplification quality. So what you're doing to work with the amplification quality, you're going to work with your finger just like this. You're going to tilt it sideways, and you're going to put the finger right here. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to be running the finger around the Anhk circular ring. Now, as you see these three symbols here, the B, the Om, and the W. So you can kind of look at this as a quadrant, okay? So having kind of like a cross here. When you're running your finger up to here, to where the B is, tap once. When you tap once, you have amplified the entire vibrational frequency array contained inside this Anhk to 5,000% amplification, okay? So that's going to do some major work for you. If I want to go even further, I'll move it up halfway to where the Om symbol is. So I'm just tracing it along the outer edge of the circular ring. Once I reach the Anhk, or the middle point of the circular ring, I tap once. That is now amplified at 10,000%. So again, especially the work that's going to be done through here, right? Because this is the null point. This is the source center vibration right here through the Anhk. And it is now getting 10,000% amplification. Then finally, moving the finger all the way up into the area that says W here, and we're tapping once. That will bring it up to 15,000% amplification. And then finally, we're always starting from here, always starting from the bottom left-hand corner, and then running our finger all the way to the other side of the bottom right-hand corner, and then tapping once, okay? That is now bringing it up to 20,000% amplification. Now, if I feel that the amplification is ever too strong and I want to turn it off, just go here, the bottom left-hand corner where you started, and tap once, okay? Amplification is now turned off. So this is a simple feature that I've used through spirit codes to apply this directly into the Anhk, okay? Now, another feature that this Anhk has is, if you listen, okay, you can hear a rattle, you can hear a shake. That's because the Anhk inside is hollow, and I've placed grounded quartz crystal into every single Anhk. So it basically stays hollow right up to this section here. So from this section here, right up into the base, this is where the cap is, there is quartz crystal. There's ground quartz crystal inside the Anhk, and that will also help for amplification purposes. Okay, so you're getting pure grounded quartz crystal inside the Anhk, and this will do a major benefit in helping you to do some personal healing work. You can also perform healing work on others with this Anhk. One of the things I recommend, and it's actually in the PDF instructions of the Attunement Ankh, is working with your chakra centers with this, okay? So in the instructions, if you go to etherics.co, you go to the product page of the Etherics Ankh. You can find that product page in the video description, okay? You go there, and you'll be able to know exactly where to place the Ankh on the chakras, okay? And all we're really doing is, if this is a chakra center right here, I'm just placing the Ankh down here, okay? So the first chakra, of course, relating to, actually it's going to be more about the first and the second chakras, okay? They're working together. And we basically do it on the pubic bone, okay? So if this is the pubic bone right here, you're taking the Ankh and you're laying it down kind of on an inverted level, just so the circular ring touches the area of that pubic bone. And you leave it there. I would say leave it there for about a good 10 to 15 minutes, okay? And then just starting to work together with your chakras, because you're giving them an amazing charge. Now, of course, if you're using amplification, you may not need to leave it there that long, maybe just for 1 or 2 minutes, okay? If you got this at 20,000% amplification, you could probably keep it on the chakra there for about 1 to 2 minutes, okay? So if it doesn't have any amplification, take several minutes. If amplification is on, you can have it for less of a time, okay? Like I said, you can also put this on any sores, aches, joints, okay? Like I said, it's good to comb the body with it, or again, just placing the circular ring right on top of it, okay? And just leaving it there for a few minutes. Like I said, if you set with amplification, amplification will reduce the amount of time needed. So this is the brand new Etherics Attunement Ankh. They are 3D printed, okay? And again, it does include the, when you get it in the mail, you'll receive the ground crystal is already contained inside it. This cap comes off, and you can always put some new crystals if you want, but I have already placed brand new grounded quartz crystal directly into every single Ankh. To every single customer that purchases it, they will receive that. So this is the brand new Attunement Ankh. It is a revolutionary, cutting-edge attunement Ankh tool for personal healing, and also can be used for healing. If you have a practice and you want to work with other people with this, you can certainly do that as well too. Some people may say, well, Brad, can I use this at a distance? If I have a photo of a loved one, can I use this at a distance? You most certainly can, okay? But like I said, it should be a full body photo, and it should be a picture of them with the full body at the front and the full body at the back, especially if we want to do full body healing for them. Please make sure it's a full body picture at the front and at the back. That way you can do more detailed healing with them at a distance with the Ankh, okay? So this is the Attunement Ankh. Go ahead and check out the product page in the video description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon. Take care.